Today we're going to be talking about functional behavior excuse me, assessment and what they're used for, the indirect and direct assessments, and why FBAs lead to hypothesis rather than guaranteed functions of behavior. And I'm also going to talk about all 4 functions of behavior that we've talked about in the past. So to start, functional behavior assessment is a process of gathering data and determining the motivation behind the undesired behavior and offering behavior support to the student to help change the undesired behavior, so offering an intervention. They are designed to change behavior by addressing a specific purpose or function the behavior serves, I guess. So the 4 functions of behavior are escape avoidance, attention, sensory, tangible, and I put a 5th one. I know that there's only 4, but I had seen one in there somewhere. I had put, sorry. I wanted to discuss the 5th one because I saw it in one of the articles. I didn't know if it was one or not, but I put it down. Events that motivate or trigger the behavior. So there's a process to functional behavior assessment. The student can't just go right into the intervention because we have to know more about the student first. So the first steps, the team must figure out what the problem behavior is. What are they doing in class that's not good? After they find the motivating cause, then they start doing the behavior screening, which is where they just find out background information about the student. This could be medications, disabilities, and health, anything that would be important to know about the student. The next thing is after they find the background. Okay, so after they find out the background of the student or do the screening, the next step is the behavior could be terminated, and then they won't have to do anything else after that if there's something causing the behavior that can be easily fixed without an intervention. So if it isn't like that, the next step would be conducting a functional behavior assessment. Then after that part is done, the team could move straight to the last step of developing a behavior support intervention for the student, or they would do like a step back from that and they would move to conducting a functional analysis and then go to that last step of developing the behavior intervention. So there are 4 different types of behavior scales that can be used. The first one that I saw was problem behavior questionnaire. There's 15 questions that go with 5 functions. This is probably why I've mentioned number 5. So you rate, the ratings can be like 10% of the time, 25, all the way up to 90%, and then always. There's also motivation assessment scale, which has 16 questions, and it only goes with 4 functions. Its goal is to find the motivation or the function of the behavior. The functional analysis screening tool, or FAST, goes along with 4 behavior functions, which is tangible, sensory, attention, and escape. It's used multiple individuals have to do this whenever they're being asked questions about the student in order to get more of an accurate data, I guess. And then the fourth one is questions about behavioral function. Questions about behavioral function. It has 25 questions and it goes with 5 of the functions. There are two different types of assessments that can be done. One is indirect, the other one is direct. So they are both completely different. I had read that indirect is not as accurate as direct because indirect is not a person that works directly with the student currently. It's probably someone like that's going off of memory or knows the student really well but doesn't work with them. So it could be a parent, a counselor, a previous teacher, things like that. They have to go off their memory. And then, so I said indirect. Direct is where there's someone actually working with the student directly, and they are able to jot down notes about what's going on, and they can recall it better because they're right there and they're able to take notes. So that is more accurate. Both indirect and direct assessments interview individuals who know the student either directly or indirectly, and they ask them questions about just different things that they need to know that are probably on one of the behavior scales I mentioned. And they just discuss what they know about the student, and the person who directly works with them has the notes that they can go off of, and they can read them and then make it more accurate. So I feel like the reason why FBAs lead to hypothesis rather than guaranteed functions of behavior is because it's accurate in a way, but it's not totally accurate. We can't just say that this is what is causing the student to act like this. We're going off of other people's information based on what others have seen. We don't know directly what it is, So I feel like we're just kind of guessing what's going on with the student. It's not a direct, this is what's happening. So that's my opinion about that. So yeah, I don't think that it would be hard to just directly say, yes, this is what's going on with the student by just getting that data or getting that interview with the individual. So that is what I have on FBA comprehension. I think it's a good tool to use for sure, but it's not going to give you the most for sure accurate guaranteed functions of behavior. But I do think it's a good tool to use, and it's a good way to try to come up with interventions to help that individual. Thank you.